This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
It is 5 o'clock here on your Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. I'm Rafael Sanchez.
And
go ahead.
Oh, and I'm Meredith Barrick.
And our Lauren Casey is working remotely. She's doing a little social distancing from the rest of the team today.
Yes, as we are here in studio, but we want to get to what's making headlines on this March 24th. As COVID-19 cases in Indiana continue to rise, Governor Holcomb is ordering Hoosiers to stay at home. We'll break down the latest restrictions set to take place tonight.
Schools across the country are closed, leaving students trying to learn from home. What a shop teacher in Indiana is doing to get creative with e-learning. We'll show you that coming up right here.
And for kids whose birthdays are in the next 2 weeks, they'll have to cancel their birthday parties because of coronavirus restrictions. How one local business owner is making sure their special days are still filled with plenty of fun. But first, we do need to get a check of your Storm Team 6 forecast. Meteorologist Todd Clausen is standing by today on your Tuesday. Todd, what can we expect?
You know, temperatures today, Meredith, going to be a little bit warmer than they were yesterday, so that's good news. And I think we'll at least have some sunshine in the forecast at times throughout the day today. It's not going to be one of those completely sunny days, but nonetheless, any sunshine is certainly welcome. Temperatures in the 30s across most of the area right now. We have one little lone 40 up there in Lafayette, 37 in Bloomington, 38, the official temperature in Indianapolis, and 39 currently in Muncie's. It just depends where you are this morning. Some of you will wake to some sunshine, and some of you have a little more in the way of cloud cover in the forecast. And as we expand out, you notice there are some rain showers just off to our west. Those should continue to weaken as they make their way into our area. But the heavier rain that's even further off to the west, that is what's going to arrive in parts of the area as we get into the late afternoon, early evening hours. So the best bet for some sunshine this morning, then the clouds thicken up. Temperatures, though, today a little warmer than yesterday, as we should climb up into the low 50s.
Todd, thank you so much. As we take a live look outside, good morning to Elwood, Greenwood, and Pendleton. This is a live look from our Traffic Now traffic system. This is I-65 and I-70 at the North Split. As you can see, a quiet day throughout central Indiana. No major problems to report on our interstate system. Meredith?
Calls on all Hoosiers to hunker down.
Starting tonight, stricter restrictions will be in place to try to stop the spread of COVID-19. Governor Eric Holcomb issued a stay-at-home order that will go into effect at midnight tonight and last for 2 weeks. This comes as the number of cases in the state continues to rise. So far, 7 people have died and 259 have tested positive. So what does it mean when the stay-at-home order is in place? It requires all Hoosiers to stay at home unless it is absolutely necessary that they leave or they work in an essential field. Essential services are things like hospitals, grocery stores, gas stations, and daycares. You will be allowed out to get food, including carry out, medical services, or help others. Parks will also remain open. The order is mandatory, and Holcomb says Indiana State Police are working to come up with an enforcement plan. He said these are steps Hoosiers need to take to contain the virus.
This disease is killing people. Time is of the essence. And the best thing we can do for each other, for this generation and the next, and for our economy, is to get a handle on the virus by slowing the spread. That's what we have power over.
Indiana is one of 15 states currently issuing a stay-at-home order.
A civilian employee with the Marion County Sheriff's Office has tested positive for COVID-19. According to a release from the Sheriff's Office, the employee worked in the jail laundry room. Now, 2 employees and 1 inmate worker came in contact with that person, and they've been quarantined. So far, none of them have developed any of the symptoms related to COVID-19.
As Indiana prepares for a surge in COVID-19 cases, an emergency operations center is now up and running. Governor Holcomb says the goal is to maximize hospital capacity and provide joint coordination. The center tracks the inventory of all hospital beds, supplies, and personnel as the number of COVID-19 patients grows. It's a partnership with the state, city of Indianapolis, and all hospital systems in Marion County.
Indy Parks are closing family centers, nature centers, and playgrounds to the public to keep residents safe and healthy in this time period. But facilities are still welcoming kids who are out of school with free meal services. All kids 18 and under are welcome Monday through Friday. No registration is necessary, and the hours vary by park. Their goal is to especially help those students who normally rely on school meals for food.
Please use these services. We understand that at times like this, when school is out, we do know that most of the children receive at least 2 meals during the day just because they're enrolled in school. We want them to come. We want to make sure that any way possible that Indy Parks can continue to be a partner in the community, that we're making ourselves available to do so.
Some more information on this. There are also free meals available for adults through the Hunger Relief Agency Second Helpings.
E-learning is something teachers are used to doing every once in a while on snow days or during other school closures. But now teaching online is the new norm for all Indiana teachers, as Governor Eric Holcomb has ordered they stay closed until May 1st. We spoke with one teacher at Purdue Polytechnic High School. He's teaching his shop class online right now and gives this advice to any teacher about to embark on this new journey.
So if you're on spring break right now, start learning the technology. Understand how Google Hangouts work or Whiteboard or whatever software it is that you're using, so that when you get there, you're not struggling.
And for teachers, students, and parents alike, Nowling recommends staying on a normal schedule and sticking with your regular school day routine. Our Kelsey Anderson will take a closer look at what he is doing in the next half hour.
So let's talk about you, because RTV6 is highlighting the ways that Central Indiana is working together to support their neighbors during this tough time. Hi-Fi Indy, a music venue in Fountain Square, started with an initiative with other local businesses to give some help to healthcare workers. They've created a central location for care packages donations for those on the front lines of this outbreak, many who are working long hours and running short on supplies.
We were just kind of sitting around, trying to figure it all out, like everybody else is, and just felt like it was a lot of negative energy, and we weren't really getting anywhere. We kind of did all the things that all the small businesses are doing for support, and we just kind of got to a point where we've got to do something, to keep ourselves occupied and support the folks on the front lines.
So care packages with the first round of donations were sent to IU, Methodist, Eskenazi, and St. Francis South. Hi-Fi plans to collect more donations and make additional deliveries throughout the week. They're asking for local baked goods, bottled drinks, non-perishable snacks, and letters for support for all the caregivers here in Central Indiana.
A lot of kids are missing out on something that is usually a very special event, and it only comes one time a year. Their birthday parties. Our Alyssa Donovan spoke to one woman who is trying to make birthdays that fall during this time special for kids. Hey, Alyssa, this is something great by this business owner.
Yeah, that's right. So Shauna Williams owns an event business, and children's birthday parties are kind of her bread and butter. But since we are in the situation we're in, she's not doing a ton of business right now, as a lot of those parties have been canceled or postponed. So she's finding another way to kind of bring some happiness to kids during this time. Shauna Williams owns the business called Once Upon a Party. She provides face painting and balloon animals for events that won't be happening at least through April. So she's changing course. Williams is offering birthday boxes for families who have kids celebrating birthdays during this time. Since children won't be able to celebrate with their friends, the box is full of activities they can do with their families at home, like art projects and games. She customizes the boxes to the child's interest and age. And the boxes are a small way to bring additional income in for Williams, but between March and April, she's missing out on quite a bit of income. Williams usually works children's parties and corporate events.
Everything in April right now has either been canceled or postponed. The May events will be next. We're holding our breath for anything after June, that those can resume as normal.
Williams says between previously booked and last-minute calls, she's missing out on around 30 events in March and April. That income loss just under $13,000, and if cancellations go into May, she's looking at about $20,000 loss in income. So she is trying to supplement with these birthday boxes, but she says they're not bringing in a ton of money. They're really for families at this time who are trying to celebrate birthdays with their kids. She's hoping that this can help occupy kids who are stuck at home. And if you want more details on how to order a birthday box, we'll have that on the IndyChannel.com later today. Reporting live, Alyssa Donovan, RTV6.
Alyssa, thank you so much. The time now is 5:10. The Hoosier Lottery is still going on, as you know, but if you're lucky to win, you won't be able to claim your prize the usual way. Starting this week, the lottery's prize payment offices in Indianapolis, Mishawaka, and Evansville are closed until further notice. You can still collect your prize, though. Winning tickets for up to $99,000 can be mailed in. Larger prizes will be processed by appointment only. The lottery has also expanded the redeeming deadline for an additional 60 days beyond the usual 180 days. You can find more details on your website, theindychannel.com. I always feel like a winner when I say good morning to Todd Clausen. Here's his forecast now at 5:11. Good morning, TK.
Raphael, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the kind words. I wish I had more sunshine in the forecast for you today, but I do at least think we'll have a little bit here this morning in spots. It's not going to be widespread, so if you do see it, consider yourself lucky. Partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures this morning are in the 30s. If you do have to commute into work, you'll need to have that light jacket. And here you can see the cloud cover that's in place right now with some breaks here and there. The cloud's a little thinner as you work your way to the north compared to southern locations. And then you do see a few isolated rain showers trying to get going near Terre Haute. That's probably not going to reach the ground all that much, and these showers you see in Illinois should weaken a little bit as they approach Indiana. The better rain chances are this evening, and that's the rain that's further off to our west. Before that rain arrives, high temperatures today in the 50s for most of us. We'll continue the warming trend into the coming days. We'll talk about the 60s heading our way coming up when Good Morning Indiana continues. The time now is 5:12. Stay with us. We're back in just a few minutes.
The Connors, new tonight on ABC.
We are following breaking news this morning. Metro Police investigating a shooting on the city's south side. It happened on the 800 block of Lawrence Avenue just after 3 this morning. Officers on scene say 2 people were home when someone tried to enter the rear of the house. The homeowner then fired shots at the intruder. That person was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Detectives are still working to learn more.
The time now is 5:15. A bill to help the American economy during this health pandemic is still stalled once again. Senators voted on the $2 trillion stimulus plan for the second time on Monday, but it failed to pass. Senate Democrats are maintaining their position that the Republican proposed bill focuses more on big business rather than individual workers. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell continued to take shots at Democrats after the vote, accusing them of obstruction.
The markets are tanking once again, as I said, because this body can't get its act together. And the only reason it can't get its act together is right over here on the other side of the aisle.
Every time we hear the majority leader come out, it's a partisan screed. Well, I'm in my office with the President, Secretary of Treasury, the President's congressional liaison, getting things done. We Democrats are trying to get things done, not making partisan speech after partisan speech.
Schumer says that despite the opposition, he thinks a deal can be done soon. Now, House Democrats are also trying to work on their own vision of a bill.
Senator Amy Klobuchar announced that her husband has coronavirus. On Twitter, the Minnesota Democrat wrote that her husband was admitted to a Virginia hospital. He now has pneumonia and is on oxygen, but not on a ventilator. Klobuchar said he has been cut off from all visitors and she will not see him during this time. She said she and her daughter are talking to him on the phone and through text messages. The senator has not seen her husband in 2 weeks, so she has not been advised to get tested.
So the list just keeps growing. Boeing, more companies shutting down their factories due to the pandemic. Boeing says it is temporarily shutting down its assembly lines in the state of Washington. The aircraft company says the shutdown will last about 2 weeks. The workers' union announced that one of its members who worked there died of complications connected to COVID-19. Auto manufacturers have already closed their plants, including General Motors, Ford, and Fiat Chrysler.
Papa John's says it's looking to hire 20,000 new employees to help with carry-out and delivery services. They're looking for restaurant jobs, delivery drivers, and more. The pizza company says it's making it easy to apply. With most locations, you could submit your application and interview and start the very same day. You can apply online or through text by texting jobs to 47272. Here at 5:18, we're going to take a check at our weather. Things warming up as the week progresses, Todd.
Yeah, you know, each and every day is going to be a little bit warmer, and some of you will be near 70 degrees by the time we get to Thursday and Friday. This morning, though, still a little chilly out there. This is off the heels of what was a cooler day yesterday with very little in the way of sunshine. 36 right now in Martinsville, 37 in Bloomington, that 37 pretty common as you work your way up. US 31 through Tipton on your way through Kokomo into the Peru area. It's 36 over in Richmond, but there is some warmer air to our south. Right now, our winds are out of the northeast, and in that direction, temperatures are still very similar to what we have here in central Indiana once you get towards Detroit and then Buffalo. But as we turn the winds more southerly, we'll start to bring these warmer temperatures up into our area over the course of the next few days. Clouds in place this morning. There's a few breaks in the clouds here and there, and then there's a few spotty showers off to our west, but these should fall apart as they make their way into the area. Can I rule out the chance of a spot shower for those of you living in western locations? No, I can't do that this morning, but if you did see it, it'd be very light, it'd be very brief, and really not much of a factor. We'll have to wait for some of these stronger showers off to our west to make their way towards our area, and that is going to happen later on this afternoon. Before then, the clouds hopefully will thin for some sunshine at times here this morning before the clouds will start to thicken back up, and then here come these rain showers later on this evening. The further south you live from Indianapolis, the better potential for seeing these rain showers. For those of you to the north, you're probably not going to see a whole lot as these make their way through the area. And then they're out of here by the time we get to tomorrow morning. So the timing's actually pretty well here that they'll arrive later this evening, and then rain will fall throughout the sunset hours and beyond, and then be gone by tomorrow. And then for today, temperatures will be up into the 50s. Here's the forecast for this evening as we'll deal with those rain showers moving in. Well, they're all rain showers, though, with temperatures that will be in the 40s. Now, tomorrow, kind of the opposite of today. Today, our best bet of sunshine is going to be in the morning hours. Tomorrow, we start off with the clouds, and then we get into the sunshine tomorrow. So the day gets better as it goes on. Tomorrow's probably the only day in the 7-day planning forecast I do not have any rain showers. Your high tomorrow is up right around 61 degrees, then 66 on Thursday as showers develop throughout the day. And then Friday and Saturday could potentially be pretty wet with numerous showers, but the temperatures will be mild with highs in the mid to upper 60s.
Todd, thank you. We're taking a live look right now. I-465 at Allisonville Road. Just a few cars out there to kick off our Tuesday morning. No issues to report on the roadways right now.
As bars and restaurants close their doors amid the coronavirus outbreak, alcohol sales will also likely take a hit. But like other distilleries, the world's largest spirit manufacturer is putting its product to work in a new way. Diageo has pledged to donate enough alcohol to make 8 million bottles of hand sanitizer. The company produces Guinness beer, Smirnoff vodka, Johnny Walker whiskey, and many others. The 96% strength alcohol will be distributed to businesses across the world, making sanitizer and then giving them to healthcare workers also around the world.
While schools are closed, Amazon is helping kids get access to more books. Audible, which is owned by Amazon, is offering free audiobooks for kids. The app is free to download, and a variety of children's and teen books are already available. There are also 6 different languages to choose from. The Audible website says the service will be available for as long as schools are closed. The normal monthly subscription for the app is $14.95 a month. Amid the coronavirus outbreak, one singer took the opportunity to make some updates to his very popular song. After the break, Neil Diamond's social distancing version of Sweet Caroline. We'll be right back.
A profession, it's a way of life.
With all the concerns and uncertainties over coronavirus right now, singer Neil Diamond says making music can help make you feel better. So he did just that by making a video of him singing Sweet Caroline, but with a social distancing twist. He changed his famous lyrics, reaching out, touching hands, to
washing hands, reaching out, don't touch me, I won't touch you.
Some on Twitter also suggested Diamond change the title to Sweet Quarantine. There you go. A lot of people getting creative. There you can see hands, washing hands. I won't touch you. Yes, we should all follow along with Neil Diamond's lead there.
You know, it's such a popular, fun sing-along song, and he's getting a good message out there, and it's good to see him as well.
Yeah.
You know, because he's not touring anymore, so
he looks like he's got quite a cozy setup there.
Right? He's got the fireplace going, the guitar. What more do you need?
Dog is sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Life is good. All right, Todd, how's the weather here in central Indiana?
You know, it's not terrible. I mean, it could always be a little better, but we're always going to have the chance of some showers in the forecast every day, really throughout the remainder of the week, with the exception of tomorrow. So tomorrow's probably the best weather day of the week, even though it's not the warmest. Once we get to Thursday, better shower chances arrive, but warmer temperatures do as well. We'll break it all down for you coming up in the next half hour of Good Morning Indiana. Stay with us. We're back in just a few minutes.
Today at 10 on RTV6. This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
A deadline is fast approaching. A stay-at-home order will soon go into effect here in our state. Working for you, we're looking at which businesses will be allowed to remain open. Plus, with thousands of students already at home, teachers are having to get really creative with lesson plans. This morning, we're introducing you to one teacher and show you how he's taking his shop class online. On this Tuesday morning, welcome to Good Morning Indiana.
We thank you for waking up early and joining us. Meteorologist Todd Clausen here with us as well. And Todd, you're taking a look at what our forecast is going to be for today. Some good news weather-wise, things slowly starting to warm up and hopefully going to stick around here now that we're officially in spring.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Meredith. Yesterday we were in the 40s, not the best. Today we're in the 50s. By tomorrow we're in the 60s, and then maybe even by the end of the week in the 70s to trade off some showers that will be around at times throughout the remainder of the week. What do you need to grab before you go? Well, I just highlighted the light rain jacket here, and I want to put an emphasis on the timing of this rain. It's late in the day, so if you're going to be out and about and the plans take you into the late afternoon, evening hours, you may want the light rain jacket. Otherwise, you just need the regular rain jacket, or regular jacket rather, across the area, because even when the rain does arrive, it's just some light rain showers. Temperatures are in the 30s this morning throughout the metro area. 38 in Plainfield, Pendleton, and Greenfield. 35 is the current temperature in Johnson County down in Greenwood. Here are the clouds. Here are the spotty showers approaching Terre Haute. These are basically falling apart. That's not really what I'm concerned about. It's the showers that are further off to our west in Oklahoma and Arkansas that'll be heading our way. For some of you later on this evening, the daytime hours or the morning hours completely dry with even some sunshine working in, and then the clouds will thicken up before those showers arrive with a high temperature today of 53 degrees.
Todd, thank you. We're taking a live look I-465 at Ditch Road. You can see a few cars and trucks out there on your Tuesday morning. No issues to report on the roadways. Things likely going to be very clear out there as they have been for the past week.
The time now is 5:32. Let's take a close look at the numbers that matter this morning. The Indiana Department of Health reports 259 positive cases of COVID-19 in our state. Nearly 2,000 people have tested positive for the virus. Unfortunately, 7 Hoosiers have died. We expect an update to these numbers at 10 this morning. Make sure to have the RTV6 app downloaded to get the latest numbers in a push alert as soon as we get them in our newsroom. Beginning tonight at just before midnight at 11:59 to be exact, the Hoosier State will go under a stay-at-home order. The order says you should only venture out for food, medical care, to help others, or if your job is considered an essential service. You will still be allowed to go to walks. You'll be allowed to exercise outside. Also, parks will remain open. Governor Holcomb said these are steps needed to contain the virus.
This disease is killing people. Time is of the essence. And the best thing we can do for each other, for this generation and the next, and for our economy, is to get a handle on the virus by slowing the spread.
Residents in 15 other states are already under stay-at-home orders. The Indiana order will last until at least April the 7th.
Lots of people have questions about what is considered an essential business and what's not. The governor's office says essential businesses are things like hospitals and healthcare centers, grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations. They also include daycares, shelters, laundry service providers, public transit, and public service hotlines. Business owners have questions about how this order impacts their company. Starting at 9 this morning, there will be a way to get those questions answered. The Critical Industries Hotline will help businesses and industries comply with the executive order. This center reachable by calling 877-820-0890 or by emailing COVID response at iedc.gov. The hotline is for business and industry questions only. You can find more information about this and Governor Holcomb's entire order on the RTV6 app or on the IndyChannel.com.
Eli Lilly officials are expanding the company's drive-through testing service. So starting today, first responders will now be able to get tested for the coronavirus with a doctor's order. The expansion now allows public safety, fire, and ambulance professionals to be tested. Lilly began a free drive-through testing program for healthcare workers on Monday. The Lilly services are not yet open to the general public. The time now is 5:35, and these, as you know, are challenging times for hospitals and medical staffs, and that's why representatives at IU Health say they're really grateful for people and companies offering to donate supplies to workers caring for Hoosiers across our entire state. IU Health says cotton masks sewed by volunteers will only be used as a last resort. But they say they do have a list of items that they could use. It includes respiratory masks, facial and eye protection, general personal protective equipment, hand sanitizer with 70% alcohol content, and disinfectants. If you'd like to donate, we have contact information for you on our website, theindychannel.com. These times are all working together, and this is an example of how Hoosiers are coming together to get things done. The CNA program at Crispus Attucks High School, they gathered supplies to donate to Eskenazi Health. According to IPS, the program was able to give 35 safety glasses, 750 pairs of gloves, 500 masks, and 80 pairs of shoes. The district shared these photos of the items that were donated on their Facebook page with a message, a really great, simple message. It says, "To all medical professionals and staff, thank you for your tireless work and sacrifice."
A very generous donation there. RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers is connecting you with companies still hiring despite the ripple effects of COVID-19. That includes the Indianapolis Fire Department. It is hiring right now for firefighters. The salary in your first year is $51,000 and climbs to more than $70,000 by the third year. And we are actively keeping track of which places around central Indiana are still hiring right now. That's on our homepage at theindychannel.com. And for a broader look at available jobs today and every day, you can head to hiringhoosiers.com.
Last week, Governor Holcomb announced schools will not be in session until May 1st at the earliest. That means students and teachers and parents are having to embrace remote learning. Our Kelsey Anderson spoke with one teacher who spent the last week teaching his shop class online. Kelsey, good morning.
Good morning. Well, this has become our new normal. Our desks are in our kitchen tables or other common areas, as everything that we're doing is now happening at our homes.
It is hard to not teach in front of real faces.
Greg Noling teaches shop classes at Purdue Polytechnic High School, but right now he's teaching here in his personal workshop.
So I get to show them projects that I'm working on, and I get to work on projects while we talk, and I show them techniques of what I'm doing.
He says at Purdue Polytechnic, most core classes are already taught online, so e-learning isn't new to them, but he knows it is for surrounding schools.
I think the sooner we can embrace this as the new normal for this school year, the better we are going to be.
Knowling's advice to teachers who are about to embark on this new journey is to get ahead.
So if you're on spring break right now, start learning the technology. Understand how Google Hangouts work or Whiteboard or whatever software it is that you're using, so that when you get there, you're not struggling.
And his advice for parents, students, and teachers alike is to stick to a routine and treat each day like a regular school day.
Try to make this as normal as possible.
Knowling says if your child is struggling with a certain subject, reach out to the teacher or another teacher to get help. Working for you, Kelsey Anderson, RTV6.
Kelsey, thank you. Many small businesses are hurting during this time, but one entrepreneur has managed to change her business model in just the past few days. And what she is now offering will bring a little bit of joy to kids who are stuck at home. Our Alyssa Donovan is live this morning. Alyssa, she is making sure birthday celebrations are still happening, no matter their size.
That's right. So we are going to see these birthday boxes coming from Shauna Williams, and she owns a event planning business. However, all of those events have been canceled. So she changed course very quickly in the last week, and now she's handing out these birthday boxes. Williams usually provides face painting and twists of balloons for events, but now she's offering that new item. These boxes are for children who are celebrating their birthday during this time and likely won't get a party with their friends. The box comes filled with activities for kids to do with their families, and they're customized for the child's age and interest.
And so since they can't go to parties and events, I'm going to try and bring some fun to them.
The boxes are a small way for Williams to maintain some kind of income, but she says they won't come close to covering her losses. If event cancellations continue into May, she'll miss out on close to $20,000. And so far, Williams has only done birthday boxes for children. However, she just got her first order for an adult, and she says that box is going to be a little bit different. It's going to include wine along with those activities. Reporting live, Alyssa Donovan, RTV6.
All right, thank you, Alyssa. The time now is 5:40. As we go throughout the remainder of the week, the good news is temperatures are going to start to moderate, right? We all want that. We'll be back in the 60s here as early as tomorrow. But with the warm-up will also come some rain chances. Today, the rain chances are slight. It's only a select few of you that are going to see the showers move in. Tomorrow's the best day because there's no rain chances. Then they'll kind of ramp up to moderate on Thursday, especially as we get into the second half of the day. And then rain chances are high during the day on Friday. This morning, lots of clouds out there, just a few spotty showers trying to sneak into Terre Haute, but the better rain chances are off to our west. They will arrive later on this afternoon. When they do arrive, though, the coverage of these showers are just going to be very spotty. That is the good news. We'll talk more about the showers and the rest of your work week coming up in your main weather forecast in just a few minutes, but right now it's time to take a break. The time is 5:41. Stay with Good Morning Indiana. We're back in just a few minutes.
What's in your wallet?
Instacart plans to hire hundreds of thousands of more workers. This comes as demand surges for grocery deliveries as millions of people stay home to halt the spread of the coronavirus. The on-demand grocery startup said Monday it plans to hire 300,000 full-service shoppers who are treated as independent contractors. That would be more than double the company's current workforce of full-service shoppers. Instacart operates in 5,500 cities in North America.
More hiring Hoosiers. CVS is stepping up to help its employees who don't have the option of working from home. The CVS pharmacies are remaining open so that pharmacists, techs, store managers, and employees all have to go into work. Now, the company is also hiring 50,000 more people. They're looking to fill full-time, part-time, and temporary positions. The company also says they will give $500 bonuses to its employees who have to be there during the coronavirus pandemic.
Cabin fever is starting to set in for some people, and that has them eyeing the old camping gear. While most state and national parks have closed campsites, some privately owned RV parks and campgrounds are still open. A spokesperson for an RV group says reservations at parks are up about 5% 100% for this time of year. But just because you can go camping doesn't make it a good idea. Shared restroom facilities could pose some risk of transmitting the virus. You could always just go for a day hike instead if you'd like to get out in nature. And Todd, that is something that you've been doing to keep busy during this time, going on lots of walks. I know you did go on a hike this past weekend, and it'll be great weather to do so this week.
Yeah, you know, I went to the state park, Fort Bend, on Saturday, and there were people out there, but you could still keep your distance. And I've noticed as I've been walking around the neighborhood, you know, people see you coming, you see them coming. Some people cross the street. Everybody gives each other space, so it's been really good and encouraging. That's one thing you can do, is get outside and walk if the weather cooperates, and that may become a little more difficult as the week goes on. Some spotty showers are possible later today. A warming trend is coming, though. That is the good news. Those rain chances, though, increase as the temperatures come up as well. We're in the 30s and 40s this morning. 38 officially in Indy, 37 in Bloomington, 40 in Lafayette, 39 is the current temperature in Muncie. The best bet for some sunshine is going to be here throughout the morning hours. It's not going to be completely blue sky. It's more in the way of filtered sunshine, but at least it'll be a little bit brighter this morning into the early afternoon hours, and then the clouds are going to start to increase across the area. But you notice the temperatures, they'll climb up into the 50s. Yesterday we capped off in the mid-40s, so today probably going to be about 5 to 8 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, depending on where you are. Now, there are some rain showers already starting to show up just north of Terre Haute, but as these rain showers are coming into the state, they're basically starting to fall apart, so that's good news. I'm really not concerned, with the exception of maybe a sprinkler or two in western locations, of any rainfall until later this evening. That's when this warm front is going to start to lift to the north and make its way into central Indiana. So we'll have clouds off and on throughout the morning hours. They'll break apart a little bit, I think, once the sun comes up, only to fill back in later on this afternoon. And then by this evening, I would target anytime after 6 o'clock in southern locations. That's when the showers are going to move through. They're mainly going to be pretty light. It's probably only a hit or miss shower in Indy, not much of anything to the north, and then that moves off pretty quickly once we head into the day on Wednesday. So if you are heading out for one of those walks later on this evening, sunset is at 8:02. Most of the showers should be after sunset for most of us, so that is good news. Tomorrow is a good day, the best day of the week. It's not the warmest, but it's going to be the brightest. High temperatures right up near 60 degrees, because once we get to Thursday, a good chunk of the first half of the day is dry, but then we'll see scattered showers start to build in later in the day. Once those scattered showers arrive, they are with us off and on Friday and Saturday and even into Sunday, but temperatures will trend nice and mild into the upper 60s.
Todd, thank you so much. Good morning to Greenfield, Martinsville, and Lawrence as we take a live look outside on the city's south side. This is I-65 at County Line Road. As you can see, traffic is light, and this morning we want to give a shout out to all the nurses, to all the doctors, to all the nursing home workers, all in healthcare that have to go out and work today. We appreciate what you're doing during this difficult time. In this time of social distancing, playdates, well, they're going virtual. Several apps are helping kids under the age of 12 connect safely with friends and their classmates. Facebook Messenger Kids, it uses a parent's account to connect children. Every time they get a message, it will send you an alert so it can be monitored very easily. Now, Zoom is a popular video conferencing app with businesses, and now kids are using that to chat as well. It's a good option for playing games or doing crafts together. And for a little more control, consider doing a video exchange. You can find your kids record videos and send them to their friends' parents.
Very fun. An Indiana native leading NASCAR's charge for a virus-free competition. It might be a sign of the times. Dave First with that story coming up on Good Morning Indiana.
Nissan Altima.
Now back to the impact of the coronavirus outbreak. It has essentially shut down the sports industry, but NASCAR has found a way to still compete through some simulated racing. For many, including an Indiana racer, it was just like the real thing. Dave First explains in this Sports Extra Spotlight.
The scenics looked the same, so did the cars, but this was all virtual in something called iRacing, and yesterday's simulated race at Homestead was a big hit.
I get the sense that fans are clamoring for more. This could be like a weekly thing now, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be.
25-year-old Chase Briscoe was in from the beginning. Three-time winner in NASCAR's Xfinity Series, the Mitchell, Indiana native picked up the prestigious Rookie of the Year award last year and joined us from North Carolina.
I've been racing online since I was literally 6 or 7 years old. I've been on iRacing since 2011, and like you said, met a ton of my buddies on there, but never in a million years thought, we'd be racing on live television. And it's just a testament to how good early iRacing is.
He competed from the comfort of his own home, social distancing at its best, with a rig built by an indie-based company called R Laps.
Mine's one of the full motion ones, so you can see right here and right there, those are actually going to move. So my whole simulator will move up and down and left to right,
creating a true feel for what it's like inside an actual race car.
This is the key to really, I think, being a good sim racer is you got to have really good pedals.
And there's more.
I don't know if fans really truly appreciate this, but you guys do use this equipment going into whatever race weekend it is. There's real value to this, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. So iRacing goes in and they actually laser scan every single racetrack.
Wow.
So literally every single bump that's there in real life is there in the simulator. Every billboard's the exact same. So if you go by visual markers, for example, you can lift the same spot in the sim that you would in real life.
For the record, it was Denny Hamlin who edged out Dale Earnhardt Jr. to win the race. Chase, in the 98 car, finished fourth.
Last thing I know how competitive you are. Tell me you're disappointed you didn't win this race.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I was way more nervous running yesterday than I ever am in real life. For whatever reason, this sim racing stuff, even when we're not on TV, it seems like it feels like your heart's beating out of your chest for whatever reason.
A little something for those needing a virus-free distraction. Call it a spin. In more ways than one. Dave First, RTV6 Sports.
Dave, thanks. Several drivers announced they will donate $5,000 to benefit families affected by COVID-19 in the Homestead, Florida area. Back here at home, we are taking a check at our forecast.
And it's not a bad forecast here, Meredith. We're going to start to warm things up a little bit. And for the most part, today is going to be dry until we get to this evening. I know you're seeing a few little specks of green here, which indicates some showers in western communities. A lot of that is not reaching the ground. 39 in Indy right now. As we go throughout the day, temperatures get up into the 50s. So it is going to be a warmer day. Skies are going to be mostly cloudy for a good chunk of the day, although there will be some sunshine this morning, and then rain is going to return to the forecast for some of you starting right around sunset tonight, which is right around 8 o'clock p.m.
Todd, thank you so much. Hoosiers are being told to stay at home. Coming up in the next half hour, we're taking a closer look at the new executive order and what it means for you and your family.
And you've probably noticed the hit your 401k has taken recently. Coming up at 6:30, we're taking a look at what the uncertainty means for your retirement plan. We'll be right back.